In Australia, there's a new kind of woman emerging. Loud, vulgar, drunken and dangerous.
I'll tell anyone who said my behaviour is inappropriate to
They're called Ladettes. Now, 8 of the worst offenders have been sent to the other side of the world. To this old-fashioned English finishing school to learn to become ladies.
These girls, they've got disgusting habits, and we are going to give them shock treatment.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
After a display that appalled even the battle-hardened teachers,
Will you shut up?
the Ladettes have begun the painful process of transformation.
This is tough love.
And one girl has already been expelled.
Excuse me.
This week the stakes are higher.
Would you like some cake?
The girls are playing host to an English hunt. They've got just days to prepare.
I'd rather eat my own shit than do this.
And while some rise to the occasion, others rebel.
This is not the what I wanted.
And another Ladette will have to leave Eggleston Hall.
Your behaviour is totally unacceptable.
It's the second week at Eggleston Hall. As the 7 remaining girls make their way down to breakfast, they've no idea what lies ahead.
Someone stole my bachelor. Not that I gave a shit.
Last week, the fledgling hostesses showed off their social skills, entertaining some of Britain's most eligible bachelors.
Oh, yeah.
At an intimate cocktail party.
I don't want to do this party anymore.
Trouble is, alcohol and men.
Now they face a daunting challenge. Eggleston Hall is to host a traditional English hunt.
Like Prince Charming.
In less than a week, the Ladettes will be mixing with the cream of the county set. They're expected to cook and serve a hunt tea for 50, and as ever, their behaviour will be the subject of intense scrutiny.
Good boy.
Good morning, girls.
May I introduce Mr. William Snaith to you all?
Morning.
Mr. Snape.
Mr. Snaith. Mr. Snaith is inviting one of you girls to represent Eggleston Hall at the hunt. Do any of you ride? 1, 2, 3. Right? This is a privilege that one of you girls will have to really earn. Thank you, girls.
Thank you. Thank you.
But first, the girls must face up to the realities of country life.
Good afternoon, girls. Oh, thank you.
Testing their nerve with the first lesson of the week is deportment teacher Lady Devonport.
Well, the English country lady spends at least half of her life out of doors, hunting, shooting, and dealing with the equipment and the animals and how things are fed and how they're dispatched and what to do with the aftermath of that. And they need to know everything, the nitty-gritty, no flinching. Right, what you have to do is come forward one at a time and pick up a cock pheasant and a hen pheasant. We'll just hang them up from the hook.
For one Ladette, shyness isn't usually such a problem.
You know you're supposed to have like the good guy and the bad. Yeah, I think I've just got the bad. I don't know where the good guy's gone.
21-year-old Nicole Mitchell is a stripper in a Sydney nightclub, where her out-of-hours behaviour has proved too much even for her boss.
Nikki's a handful. I've had to fire her, I've suspended her, I've kicked her out of the club. If she can be a lady, I'll be surprised.
But Nicole is on a mission.
Some people have told me that you can't be a stripper and a lady at the same time, so I'm here to prove everybody wrong and show them exactly that's what you can do.
Okay, you're going to have a try?
Oh no, that's just juices.
Pick them up like they're sleeping.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, it's gonna make me cry. I feel really horrible doing this.
I think you've done really well. That's really good. Well done. Well done. There you go. That's your hook. Well done. Very well done.
Well done, Nikki.
Well done, Nikki.
How is that ladylike at all? I don't understand how that has to be part of becoming a lady. But yeah, it really scared the crap out of me.
Pheasant pie is just one of the dishes served at a traditional hunt. A substantial feast is expected, and cookery teacher Rosemary Schrager has just 3 days to show them how to do it.
You know, it's mass catering, and they're going to be completely under pressure. They're going to have 50 hungry people out there. And if they don't get the food, and if it's not nice, they're going to complain. So they need to get it right. Sky, just mix that, please. And then I'd like you to pour the rum into there too, please, as well.
With no time to waste, Mrs. Schrager sets about drilling the girls on 2 hunt favourites, sausage rolls and fruit loaf.
You don't have to bash it. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Nicole, it's disgusting. Please, go and wash your hands now. I am sick and tired. Oh, the pizza.
Time's short, but the Ladettes aren't showing any inclination to knuckle down.
You hate it?
I hate it. I didn't come here to learn how to cook. I can cook barbecue, that's all I need.
After a morning's pastry chefing, Sarah Brunton's ready to chuck in the tea towel. This 29-year-old from New South Wales is a mine worker.
The most chick thing I do is tie my hair in a ponytail.
She's one of the blokes. Always has been, always will be.
Down the mines, Sarah's one woman in a man's world. She's adopted a tough philosophy to get by.
Fit in or off. That's how I see it.
You know what? Men love sausage rolls. They adore them. It's one of their favourite things. If you actually give sausage rolls to a man, it's literally food to a man's heart, this.
Should I cut them?
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah?
What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
Yes, there is.
Concentrating on
No,
the
you're not. No, I can tell. Look at the way you did that.
I'm annoyed.
Yes, I can see that. Why? Come here. Come here. Come on. I can see. What's so annoying? What on earth is going on with you? You're so cross. Why?
I feel like a lot of the activities that we're asked to do here at Eggleston Hall are quite irrelevant to normal life.
What's irrelevant about making sausage rolls?
I feel as though you're trying to turn us into decorated fuck dolls for the pleasure of men, Mrs. Schrager.
Don't be so silly. What a ridiculous thing to say. I've never heard of anything so stupid in all my life. That makes me very cross and actually very upset.
The whole idea of, you know, trying to turn us into some old-fashioned housewife.
This is nothing
That's
to
how
me.
I feel. It's not the cooking class.
No.
It's the whole situation.
Okay, this is a fast track to making someone into a lady. I don't care how old-fashioned you think it is. I am not going to give up because I believe in it. I believe in manners, morals, self-respect, confidence, and overall, that is to do with give and take.
Okay.
Off you go.
A lot of the values here that they're trying to push onto us are a load of shit. Eggleston Hall. I'm a proud Aussie. Yes.
It's the second week at Eggleston Hall, and 7 Aussie Ladettes are hard at work, preparing to host an English hunt.
Very neat.
They're going to be judged on a number of fronts.
Breathe in the lovely country air.
How they carry themselves outdoors, how they carry themselves indoors, and at the hunt tea, where they must dance a traditional Scottish reel.
Ga 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 ga.
And most challenging of all, elocution lessons designed to flush out ugly vowels and improper language.
At Eccleston Hall, you have to learn to be demure, graceful, and control yourself.
At least for Sky Harper, it's a lesson that seems to be sinking in.
I need to really straighten up, otherwise I'm in trouble.
Already expelled from 5 schools, 21-year-old Sky is now unemployed and living at home.
I try to act like a lady, but it never works as I'm always the one that wants to when I start drinking and being the loud one.
She's had several run-ins with the law, and her boisterous behaviour has got her chucked out of many a pub. Last week, Sky arrived at the hall, all guns blazing, and found herself on special watch.
Come here, Sky!
Set the challenge of hosting a cocktail party.
Everyone's lurking at me.
She failed spectacularly.
You're a little piece of scum.
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 Perhaps this was the wake-up call Sky needed.
On his voyage to Hanoi, Roy boiled oily oysters which, though kept moist in foil, were cloying.
Did you hear the suspensory pause? And it worked.
Oh, good.
Good girl.
I'm on very strict rules to be good and to last. Otherwise, I'm not going to make it. I'm just going to be like, whoosh, out.
Aware the girls' conduct at the hunt will be very much on show, etiquette teacher Mrs. Brewer has arranged a special lesson.
Can they handle a drunken huntsman?
And she's enlisted the help of 2 experienced men of the hunt.
The girls are arriving. I'm going to introduce you to our guests this evening, Paul Piddington and Nick Straker.
Good evening.
Right. We're going to have a chat this evening about hunting.
A hunt team may sound like a tame affair, but make no mistake, they can be wild. And the girls can very easily be led astray. So they've got to learn moderation. They've got to learn when to say no. And that's going to be hard. These are the traditional drinks that you have at a meet. Mulled wine here. The meat is very much like a sort of a formal drinks. It's not one that you start giggling. You keep yourself well behaved, totally in control.
Here's an interesting thing about hunting that very few people appreciate and understand. There's very few things in life that give you adrenaline. If you've jumped several hedges, a couple of gates, by the time you're there at the end, there's only going to be, we call them the A-team. You've got to have to have earned it to get there. And that's what gets the thrill.
And you can impress people.
Men are actually biologically wired to hunt.
Absolutely.
They are. They're the hunters. Yeah. That's what I've been trying to teach you girls. They have to have the chase. They have to have the hunt. Even if they don't get that fox, that prey, whatever it is they're after, they've had a great chase and they'll go back and they'll do it again and again and again.
After a couple of drinks, the huntsmen show a mischievous streak.
No. A gentleman would never go hunting without his whip, which is used for the hounds.
And do you know what that thing is called?
For the hounds?
Do you know what that's called? It's called a thong.
Whip crack away.
Very good.
Miss Whiplash. Have her taken straight to the bedroom.
On that note, we have to say goodbye to the gentlemen.
Marvellous.
Nope.
One ladette is not impressed by the huntsman's saucy behaviour.
I don't want to hunt with people like that.
Have you done that?
Why not? You don't want to take it to the bedroom. You're not a fucking gentleman at all.
Last week, Nicole was full of admiration for Mrs. Brewer.
What do you want to be like?
I would really love to be like you.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
Because I think you're amazing. I really do.
Now she's not so sure.
I'm really appalled with the guys that you're sending in here to be complete, absolute gentlemen. Don't find them gentlemen at all. That's men that I know, that I'm used to. You're the one.
There is
can you please let me speak? I have to let you speak.
No, Nicole. tone down.
Okay, and I've learned that in the last couple of days, if you haven't noticed right now.
Speak slower.
Can you just listen to me, please? Like, and to hear
No. These men who came this evening, they'll goad you on. They'll give you more and more to drink. Okay? What you have to do is to be in control.
And then you hear them at the end a bit cheeky with the whip. You can now take that up to the room. I'm really appalled. I really am. I thought everyone that would come into this
all
place...
the same.
Can you please let me talk
Men
for a minute,
are
please?
all the same. Nicole?
So you won't even let me speak. I asked for a minute, you won't even let me have it, so I don't want to end this conversation.
Nicole, fair
Can I
enough.
please end this? Because I'm not getting anything through.
Nicole,
and there's no point.
All men are the
Thanks
same.
for your time, Mrs. Brewer. There's no point.
You still have a lot to learn.
I swear. I spirit. This is shit.
You want a drink?
This is shit. I want to go home right now. Give me my ticket. I want to go.
Why give us a hug?
No, I want to get
You know, it's a big world out there, and it's a lot of the time it's a big bad world. And unless you know how to cope and resist the temptation, it's too easy. It's too easy to go and drink, and it's too easy to be led astray.
Oh, I just want to get out of here.
For Nicole, the lesson has touched a raw nerve.
This is not what I wanted. I wanted to be helped, not to... I'm just done. I just want to out of this place. I swear to God. Get me the taxi. Get me the out of this joint. It's not for me. I don't want to be here.
The teachers are aware that Nicole has a troubled past.
Stop.
And Mrs. Schrager is quick to step in.
I just want someone to listen to me because I asked Miss Brock, can you give me 1 minute to talk, and I got 5 seconds in and she cut me off. I just do not want to be here because everything I say doesn't matter or no one will listen to me.
Okay. Nicole, I think you've had such a life that I know you have, and I'm going to say to you, do not give up, please.
But I really, what I've learned is enough for me right now.
It's not enough. I have faith in you, and I mean that. I believe in you. So do not give up on yourself now. You've worked so hard. Don't. I really believe in you. Sweetheart. Come on. One of her problems is she runs away. I'm not going to let her run away. I'm going to let her face it and be polite and learn to be a lady. That's what this is all about, learning to be a lady.
A boozy etiquette lesson has just finished.
Wait, Sky, guard the door. Sky, guard. Yeah, but those guys are just doing half.
Interested to see whether the girls have any self-discipline, the teachers have left them alone with a full punch bowl.
I know. Water is a waste of space. Yes, we are. Charlie, our room's going to be here.
As usual, first in the queue is Zoe Irons. 19-year-old Zoe Irons once had ambitions to be a model. These days, she set her sights rather lower.
So I wake up and I'm like, hey, Gary, what are we going to do today? Where shall we go? Where shall we drink?
Zoe lives with her friends in Adelaide, where her idea of a perfect weekend is a 2-day bender.
To turn me into a lady, they're going to have to work bloody hard.
Last week, Zoe blundered through her assessment with a hangover.
After a few drinks, I was a bit louder.
Excuse me, are you still drunk?
Then she found herself in the firing line.
A complete mockery.
Whose is this?
I don't know. Mine.
Good idea.
Terrible noise. Are you drunk? Go on, upstairs you.
Does somebody have the light?
Off you go. I'm going to turn your light off.
Zoe, mission clean that time. You are disgraceful. Excuse me. What? Give me that. Give me that.
Just shut up, girls. Get into bed now.
Oh, shit.
Excuse me.
I covered my mouth.
And so what do you say when you do that?
Sorry. Miss Schrager.
Now, will you just go to sleep?
Thank you. Good night. Good.
That's not. Turn the light off.
Night.
Having offended Mrs. Schrager, she was then sent to see the principal.
You're not rising to the challenge at the moment at all. And what does it take for me to try and get you to do that?
Well, I have to show you. I mean, that's the only answer.
You do.
Mm.
I would like you not to drink 1 drop of alcohol until further notice.
Okay.
And of course, the very first occasion will be the hunt tea.
Okay.
Not 1 drop.
Yes, I will do that, Mrs. Harwood. I will.
There are just 24 hours to go before the big event, and a decision must be made. Only one of these girls will ride with the hunt. To find out if any of them are up to the task, they're spending the day at the Zetland Hunt kennels.
Quick, he's dirty. He's a wiener.
Oh, you're so cute.
Nicole, a lady does not cavort round the field.
The 3 contenders are keen riders. Nicole,
That's enough, Nicole, please.
Sky, and Sarah.
She's so beautiful. Because I reckon
And they're expecting to be judged on their horsemanship.
This is where the fallen stock comes.
But the teachers have other ideas.
Are you all right?
Learning to be a lady has all sorts of sides to it, and one of the very important things is learning to do things you don't wish to do and don't like doing with good grace.
So what he'll do is he'll take the skin off this, take all the guts out, then chop the meat up. Then it goes down to the hounds.
Smells lovely.
Can we have a go?
You can have a go. Do you want to try and do a bit of skinning?
First to volunteer is Sarah, eager to put the cooking lesson fiasco behind her.
That ain't natural. That's it.
Sky, you going to have a go?
No, thank you.
Why not?
I just prefer not to.
So how is your hound going to feed?
Okay, I'll have a go.
It is quite a skilled job, skinning and cutting this up.
Yes, you may.
Well done. You did that very well.
You've done well to do it.
I've never seen an animal like that before, like full tender, and I'm trying to calm. I'm trying, but it's so hard. It's so...
Right, girls, would you like to come and line up in front of me, please?
The teachers have seen enough and are ready to announce which girl they think has the guts to ride with the hunt.
This is a huge responsibility. You're going to be hunting with a very prestigious hunt. We've come to the decision that it will be you, Sarah.
Thank you, Mrs. Harwood.
You have handled yourself well today. We need somebody very level-headed and sensible. Please do not let us down.
Well done, Sarah.
Good work,
Well
Sarah.
done. Thanks, girls.
Well done, you girls, for saying well done. I count that to be a very important side to a lady.
I'm not disappointed. I don't give a Okay, I am. Yes, I am. I just honestly thought, me, Sarah, and Nikki had a chance of riding, just to prove our skills. And to be cut short without even riding, that's just pissed me fucking off.
To be going on a real hunt, it's amazing. Like, who gets to do that in their life? What? I don't know any Australians that have been on a hunt.
It's the morning of the hunt. Ahead of the Ladettes lies a task of epic proportions. By 4 o'clock, they must be ready to greet the ravenous riders with a hearty spread of pheasant pie, peas and mashed potato.
This is going to be an enormous challenge, but I'm hoping they've got the strength, the will to go through it. Because if they don't, we're going to have a revolution outside on our hands.
The first task of the day is to serve cake and sausage rolls to the gathering huntsmen.
More coming.
Where are the girls? They should be out there. Look.
Whoever's doing drinks, yeah, that's right, Emily, just take them out.
Girls, get out there. They're all waiting for everything. Everybody's waiting. Go, 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 go. Come on.
Timing is critical. The girls have about 15 minutes to get all the food and the stirrup cup in circulation before the hunt sets off.
I'll be back in 1 second.
It's still too early.
So far, so good. It's running pretty smoothly.
Oh, there's another one.
Look at Emily. You see?
Emily, what are you doing? Look, she's just holding it as if it's like a...
Don't he's idiot.
Would you like some cake?
Would you like some cake? Dearie me. Now, come on.
One girl who's not up to speed is Emily Biggs. By Ladette standards, this 18-year-old from Melbourne is small beer.
Always been really spoiled. Always got everything I wanted.
Have some money.
And like still do.
I get thrown away a lot.
Extremely headstrong.
Emily's long-suffering parents are hoping finishing school will make their daughter mend her ways.
I don't know what's going to happen when they start telling me what to do.
Stop being a baby.
I don't want to eat it.
You're like a little girl who wants your own way. A spoiled little girl. Don't...
She's already got Mrs. Schrager's hackles up. And now she's doing it again.
She's just mooching around doing nothing. Not even lifting them up so they can get hold of them. She's got mindless. It's mindless.
The masters arrived, and the hunt is now ready to leave. Time for Sarah, the mine worker, to saddle up and ride out.
Oh, she looks lovely.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, she wants to go.
It's an impressive sight, one of the great traditions of the English countryside. And Sarah can't resist a little patriotic gesture of her own.
Thank you.
Back at the hall, the clock is ticking.
You have got to work fast, because otherwise it's not going to be done. Okay. All right?
The girls have just 4 hours to prepare pheasant pie, peas and mashed potato for 50. Now they're on their own.
We need to peel potatoes, we need to cut things. I'd rather eat my own shit than do this.
I think they're up against it. I think they're going to struggle.
Sky.
And Mrs. Schrager's not the only one with worries.
Cut into pieces.
Zoe has pledged to go the whole day without booze.
I'm not allowed one single drop of alcohol till further notice.
Despite the others, Zoe's determined to keep her promise.
If she finds out that I've drinking 1 drop of alcohol, I'll be
Okay, what's going on?
Everything's about to all get thrown into the pot.
Excuse me, it's not in the pot yet, because you're not going to be done in time.
Yeah, we will.
No, you know what? Have faith. You've got 2 hours for it to be hot out on the table. Yeah. I'm worried we're going to get a meal, quite frankly, because I don't know whether we are.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's 4 o'clock and the guests have arrived for the long-anticipated hunt tea.
You did the cross-country skiing.
I'm not quite sure what's happening, to be honest.
But the Ladettes are now seriously behind schedule.
It is past 4 o'clock.
I'm knackered. We've been in here.
Hurry up.
There is waiting.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, can we get rid of these?
Yes.
Mrs. Harpord is doing all the hosting on her own as we speak.
Would you like...
Somebody's got to go and help her.
At last, the drinks and pheasant pies are served.
Very good.
Hot food.
Yeah, I'm very impressed, actually. Very good.
Zoe?
Yes?
Will you please remember tonight you have a challenge?
I'm not even drinking and I'm feeling really good and happy, and so it's pretty good. How are you going? How was the hunt?
Very good, thank you. Yes, we've had a good day.
You enjoyed the food? Food's been fantastic. Excellent.
For Sarah, back from her ride with the Zetland Hunt, it's been a tremendous day.
Hello. I'm very well. Did you have a good
Very good day, yes, absolutely. Excellent day. I think Sarah enjoyed herself.
Well, she was a very lucky girl.
Yes. She did bring her Australian flag out with her.
She what?
She brought her Australian flag out with her.
Flag?
Yeah.
She was flying it like this, like
flying.
She's got like this.
I can't believe it. You tried to teach these girls manners. Awful.
Has anybody heard about your Australian flag incident yet?
I haven't been in trouble. Can you come with me, please? Sarah.
Yes, Mrs. Howard.
You have behaved rather like a hooligan. We didn't expect you to get a flag out, whatever the nation, and wave it about on top of a horse.
It's the flag of my country. I'm proud of my country.
Wars have been started for less than what you have done, and I don't think, quite honestly, that you ought to be lucky enough to be allowed to stay at the party. Right, go to your room, please.
I don't really see what the big deal is. That's legend status in my country. Oh, and I mean, it's got the Union Jack on it anyway, so what's the big deal? It's, you know, it's half an English flag anyway, big deal.
Kitchen duties complete, the hostesses can join the revels. And with no obvious cause to worry, the teachers decide to call it a night. But as soon as their backs are turned, Zoe breaks her promise.
The teachers don't know I'm drinking, which is fantastic.
But it's not just Zoe's resolve that's being tested tonight.
They'll love it. We're going to start with the whiskey just to loosen ourselves up a bit. How many of you are there? 7. We're going to challenge you to a midnight steeplechase.
Bring it on!
And it's going to be all of you girls versus girls from the local hunt.
Bring it on, girls!
Are we ready? Go! Over the top. Look for the box this way. Over they go. Whoa! Here we go. And over they go. Look for over the top there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And off. Go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I am going to award the victory to the Ladettes. Bravo!
Success soon goes to Nicole's head, and it's not long before she's celebrating.
Shit, I did my shit.
That's it. Get him off.
Bloody hell.
Well, I can say what an interesting team. I don't think I'd invite them to a party of my own. No.
I'll beat a bit of girl wrestling. Girl on girl.
It's assessment day at Eggleston Hall Finishing School,
My goodness me.
Heavens above!
and the staff have woken to an appalling spectacle.
Do you know, This makes me so angry because it's so disrespectful for this school.
There will be an inquisition to find the culprits. And in just a few hours' time, one of the Ladettes will be sent back home to Australia.
Every single one of us thinks it's ourselves going today. Like, I think it's me. Zoe, we all think it's ourselves.
First up is Nicole.
I'm crapping myself.
It was a week that saw her lose control
Out of this joint.
on more than one occasion.
I just want to apologise for last night, and I'm deeply ashamed within myself because I know I had too much to drink, and I really hope you guys will give me another chance so I can prove to you that I can do better than that.
This change should have started. We should be seeing that already. You know, you're hoping now that we're going to give you another chance.
I'm quite surprised to see you still here, Nicole, because my last recollection was you storming out of the room. You're not actually taking in what we're trying to teach you.
It's very hard, yeah. I'm trying. I'm going.
Next in line is Sky.
I'm scared about leaving because I don't want to leave.
She failed to impress at the cocktail party last week.
I don't want to do this party anymore!
She then made an effort in the classroom. But there are still plenty of questions.
I'm trying, but it's so hard. I feel I've improved, but I know I'm not at my peak.
I think you're all over the place.
Really?
Why are you so surprised?
I felt like I tried really not to let myself just loose.
So you're keeping rather a low profile, do you think?
I feel.
Not just to stay at Eccleston Hall.
No, to improve myself.
Sarah got off to a rocky start in cookery class.
They are trying to turn us into decorated fuck dolls for the pleasure of men.
Became the school's star pupil, but ended the week in total disgrace.
You have behaved rather like a hooligan.
I'm not nervous today. I don't care.
Now she seems resigned to her fate.
Sarah, will you come in and shut the door behind you?
2 words will quite suffice. Deeply disappointed.
The lack of emotion is what hits me all the time with you. There's something blocking.
Why don't you let your guard down a little bit? Stop being so tough.
I don't know.
What's stopping you?
What's to gain from it? That's what I don't exactly understand at the moment.
What do you mean, what's to gain from it?
What's to gain from being vulnerable?
Because to be vulnerable, that's the only way you can grow. If we can't get through to you, how would you grow?
From the very first week, Emily's shortcomings have been all too obvious.
You're like a little girl who wants your own way, a spoiled little girl.
And she's shown precious little sign of improvement.
Emily, what are you doing? You were lazy yesterday morning. Really lazy.
I am trying.
You give nothing to anyone. The only person you think of is Emily. It's just frustrating. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
You're going to have to find such a rich husband to indulge you. Because how else are you going to exist? You've got to have somebody to do everything for you.
Last up is Zoe. After taking advantage of a full punch bowl, Zoe was given an ultimatum.
Not one drop.
I will do that.
But, as usual, she flouted it.
Did you drink last night?
I'm going to be honest, and Mr. Paul, he wanted me to play in the steeplechase, and I had a shot of whiskey and a shot of vodka.
You were told not to have a drop.
I know.
On your lips. That was your challenge. I am appalled, Zoe. Appalled.
You cannot seem to improve. No more chances.
You failed!
This week, there are at least 3 Ladettes who've committed expellable offences.
I don't know whether we got time to spend on her.
She doesn't seem to be going forward at all.
No.
I just think she's not giving anything, and I just think I would like to send her home.
So, are we all happy with our decision?
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Right.
Come in.
And now there's a surprise.
I thought about what he said, and that's my response.
Okay, all right. Dear teachers, I am truly sorry for my behaviour on the hunt yesterday, and I now understand that what I did was totally disrespectful. I'm always the strong one who keeps people together in my life and see vulnerability as a sign of weakness.
It's time for a decision, and the girls are summoned to hear their fate.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Zoe, you were challenged not to drink.
And I drank.
Yes. Your behaviour when you are under the influence of alcohol is totally unacceptable.
Yes.
Emily, you are a complete blank, and you are showing precious few signs of actual development. We're not seeing anything coming along. And Sarah, I have a question for you. Is this a letter of resignation?
No.
You mean that?
Yes.
Well, in that case, I would like to ask Emily to leave, please.
Emily, you've got 20 minutes to go and pack all your things. Your taxi will be waiting for you outside and leave the school.
It's a good experience here and everything, but like it's not something you like doing. I don't like being yelled at and put down all the time.
I'm afraid with Emily, it's this blockage, not just not getting through to her. There doesn't seem to be anything to get through to.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
No performance, no reaction, and lazy.
Next time, a party of formidable ladies arrive for a tea entirely hosted by the Ladettes. First, they'll have to cook it.
What is that? That looks like a dog's dinner to me.
Then they'll have to negotiate a minefield of etiquette.
Any danger of getting caught?
For some, it will be a chance to shine,
I'm so happy that's over.
while for others, it will be a recipe for disaster.
What is this, cement?
And yet another girl will have to leave Eggleston Hall.
You know everything. Well, I've got news for you. You don't.